Yo, 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 yo.
This ain't radio.
You won't find it on the dial tone.
This ain't radio.
Hit the link to know what I'm on.
This ain't radio. This
You
ain't
know
radio.
I'm finna talk my shit.
This ain't radio.
Go
This ain't
ahead,
radio.
give it a listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 278 of This Ain't Radio podcast with your host, Chris. Just Chris, and welcome. Welcome to the last episode of the year. Yes, that is correct. This will be the last episode of the year. I'm going to take the remainder of this month to just, recharge the battery. Like I'm 11 in Stranger Things. You got to recharge the battery. I want to take time just to relax, chill, man. I've been doing this every week nonstop for at least, it's been at minimum 2 years where I haven't took a break. So that's me recording, editing, making artwork, chopping clips, promoting, all that nonstop. So I want to take a break for the rest of the year, just recharge the battery, and come back top of the year fresh. And who knows? John may be back. John may not be back. I don't know. I honestly don't know. All right, me and John are in constant contact with each other on a almost daily basis. It depends if John responds back in the group chat or not. Sometimes he be iffy, wishy-washy. All right, but look, we're going on 3 months, all right? We're going on 3 months of John not being on the pod. All right, and a part of me wants to just be like, yo, John, what's good? But then a part of me doesn't want to do that because I want him to be like, all right, I'm ready to come back if he's ready to come back so we can figure this out. But I don't want to pressure him because I don't want to force him to do anything he don't want to do. But also by saying that, if he don't want to do it, he just need to tell me. So we can just stop pretending. But for all we know, still John is still part of the pod. He's just taking a break until he says otherwise. So yeah, so rest of the year off, and I'm gonna be chilling. And I want to, once I went solo, I changed up the format. So I want to try to tighten that up a little bit too. So I want to figure out a way to maybe try to tighten that up, see if we could change anything or, cause I do want to make this the best podcast that I can. Cause this podcast ain't going nowhere. I'm going to do it with John or without John. I don't really do it for the views, even though I appreciate y'all, everyone that watches. But this is more just for me to come and talk to whoever, talk to myself. All right, if John comes back, talk with John. And if y'all listen, talk to y'all. All right. But that's the plan with the pod. So this will be the last one. Then I'll be back top of the year, fresh. And yeah, so we're going to see. But then also, I'm going to hit up. I don't know. But I do want this pod will not stop. It is not stopping. I promise you that. This ain't radio from 2019 until forever. I started this 2019. Why would I stop now? I started alone. I don't mind ending up alone. All right, I'm going to do this. But if y'all want John back, put it in the comments. All right, let him know. Tag him. Say, hey, bitch, what's up? We waiting. What's good? And if you see him in person, slap the shit out of him for me just one time. Bah! The fuck is your problem, John? Just tell him that. And be like Chris said to do it, so it's okay. But yeah, man. Let's get into the show. I'm impacted. And what impacted me? What has made an impact on me? Let's break it down. Let's see. What has made an impact on your boy? Cement Jordan 3. The Black Cement Jordan 3. This has been very impactful in my life. All right. This has been very. Sorry for all the bumping. Very. Don't have a lot of space right here where I'm recording. Might look like I'm making work. I'm making it do with what I do. But the Black Cement Jordan 3. All right. This right here. My favorite Jordan. All right. So let's just tell a story. All right. Coming up. Didn't have a lot of money, right? So didn't have a lot of shoes. Jordans were definitely not in the not in the books for your boy. They weren't in the books for your boy, all right? But then also coming up, I didn't really start caring or even liking Jordans like that till I got into middle school. All right, cuz coming up when I was young, it was like Chucks, Converse, all right, Shell Toes, Reebok Classics, Saucony's, even though I know it's pronounced Saucony's, but Saucony's, it's a better pronunciation of the word. All right. Those were really the shoes that were on my radar coming up as a youth. And so that's just what it was. Jordan 3's, once I really got like connected, I was like, okay, the Jordan 3, I fucking love this shoe, right? It's cliche, but it's dope, and for many reasons, right? The biggest sneaker Jordan moment that I can recall earliest in my life, all right? So it was a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, I was in 8th grade. And the 17 had just came out, right? And it was the first $200 pair of shoes, a pair of Jordans. All right, I remember that because it was like $200 pair of Jordans. And it came in the silver suitcase. It was the white and blue, right? Those were the first ones that came out, the white and blue with the gray. And you had to peel the little plastic off and all that shit. Those were like I never got those. That's just like the biggest Jordan moment that I can remember when I was little, cause it was a big deal. And I remember one of the homegirls, to 8th grader, right? She was dating a 7th grader. I don't, back, when you in middle school, that's weird, right? You're never supposed to date down in middle school. That's kind of weird. But it was like whatever. So I remember for Valentine's Day, she had bought him, or her parents had bought him, those shoes, casing off $200, and he had bought her the bear with the chocolate from CVS, right? And it's crazy, right? And I don't even, and that's the rumor, right? Nobody knows it's true, but it's for a fact that she bought him those shoes, for a factamundo. All right, and then he bought her the teddy bear with the chocolate from CVS, right there on Rosecrans and Prairie. That's just what it was. So we were like, damn, she went all out for him, and I was a homegirl, but I was like, hey, fuck it, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And then my very first pair of Jordans, right, were some hand-me-downs from the homie Stewart in 8th grade as well. At the time, he had the white and baby blue Jordan 15s. Right, it was the Jordan 15s, white and baby blue. And I don't even know how he ended up giving them to me. But we might have traded. I might have had something, a Reebok Classic, something. But he was over, he didn't care about the Jordans like that. Because back then, like, Jordans were tight, but they weren't as coveted as they are now. All right, back then it was like, hey, they shoes, they Jordans, they tight, but hey, once I'm done with them, whatever. But I had got those. He had gave them to me, and that's like my first pair of Jordans ever that I could recall. All right, my first pair of Jordans, and that shit meant so much to me, right? And then my second pair of Jordans that I ever had was the black and blue, the black suede with the blue sole, Jordan 18 with the kind of with the little click case on top of the shoelaces. And the older homie Jeff, who was always at the gym where I hooped at, he blessed me with those because the shoe, like I said, coming out, I didn't have a lot of money, so I wasn't getting basketball shoes whenever I needed them. My whatever shit was worn out. I had to make them work with what I got. He was like, he noticed that they was kind of dusty. Then he just randomly like, hey yo, here, take these. He was an older homie. He was a grown ass man. I was in high school. He was in his 30s, but he kicked it with the people that worked there. And then just being around him all the time, he's like, okay, cool, that's the homie. So he blessed me with those, and I still have them to the day, but they're in the closet, and they have a rip. They have a rip by the toe, and I don't even know how that happened. But I remember I was like, fuck, these are the only hoop shoes I got. So I remember even with the rip, I would try to sew it as good as I can. But then playing in them, right, it could constantly rip. So I'm sewing it, constantly sewing it. Still got those. And then 2010, December 2010 was when I purchased my first pair of Jordans, and it was for a camp out December 2010. First pair of Jordans I bought, and I had to camp out, and it was for the Cool Gray 11s. December 2010. And we camped out. We were at the warehouse shoe sale off of, it was Rosecrans, El Segundo, something. I forget exactly, but it was in like LA. And I remember we pull up. There's already like 6-7 people in line. So me and the homie Pete, we get in line. And then, you have to wait till the morning. So you're there all night. So you're kind of just talking like, hey, what size shoe you wear? Because they're like, oh, we got a full size run. They got a full size run. They got, one of every size, maybe two of every size. So we're like, okay, cool. There's only one 9. I'm a 9, so I get 9. Pizza 8.5. So if y'all ever want to rob him, just know he wear 8.5. Don't rob him because I'm gonna fuck y'all up. All right. So yeah, and then I end up getting the 11s, right? And then I'm loving them. And then I think it's either January 2011 or February 2011, the white cement 3's come out. And by then the 3's already my favorite shoe. I just never had them. I just know that's my favorite shoe. So I cop, right? So I copped the white cement 3 too, right? So now I feel good. Now I got the Cool Gray 11s, white cement 3's, right? And I'm all cool mode. And this is around blog era time. This is when Currency was like inspiration, right? His music, the way he dressed, everything. I'm gonna post a pic right here with a blog era fit, and you can't see what I got on up top, but you don't need to. You could just tell by the size of those shorts, the 3's, the socks, the iPad, and the peace tee. That's blog era. That's Currency with the inspiration, with all of that. He was like, around that time, that's like who I looked to for like fashion and everything. All right, he was the coolest motherfucker, illest motherfucking shoe collection. All right, so that's what it was. And then later, I believe it was either later that year or early 2012, I was like, all right, I need the black cement 3's. And the homie Pete had a pair from 2008, the countdown pack, that he never worn. And if he did, he wore them once or twice. All right. And Pete sold me that pair. See, the countdown pack, right? It was when it had 2 pairs of shoes that went up to 23. So in that pack, it was the 20 and the 3. All right. He never wore it. If he had worn, it was lightly worn. Pete sold them to me for $180. All right. The pair, the leather on the 08 pair, it's so great. The width on it is fucking perfect. That was the perfect pair. Them shit just crumbled the fuck up now. Dunzo. I wore them out. Time got the best of them. All that. The sole crumbled off. I used to wear that shoe out. All right. The homie Pete, that he showed me mad love when he sold them to me for 180. All right. And I remember him saying that his brother was like kind of mad that he sold them to me for that price. But honestly, that's the homie hookup right there, right? Because Pete, like, he didn't undersell me, but he knows they were worth more in the resale market. They're worth more than 180. But Pete honestly doesn't know that I'm forever grateful for that shit, cuz that was like the Black Cement 3 was my all-time favorite, and he's the one that made sure I got him. That's the one thing about my boy Pete. He's If he can help you, he going to help you get what you need to get. All right? He also did that with me. He helped me sell my Cool Gray 11s probably around 20, I forgot when, but it was a hard time for your boy, and your boy needed money. So he helped me sell them online. All right, he helped me sell them online. He was like, "Yo, just clean them up, take a picture, show the front, the back, the sides, the bottom, let them know." And P helped me get rid of those, and I just had to get rid of them because money was tight at the time, and I was like, "Yo, I just need whatever I can, whatever I can, whatever I can." Sold those. Um, but yeah, man, fucking P gonna come through. He also helped me get the SB4s, the pine green ones when they first came out. I had sold them some Kobe's for retail. I remember I bought them. I hit on the raffle. I bought them. I tried them on. They were way too fucking tight, like thin, thin. I have a thick foot. I have a stomper. All right, the foot is thick. I have a fucking stomper, and they were way too fucking tight. So I know Pete needed a pair, so I was like, Pete, just give me what I paid for them. You could take them, all right? Cause I'm gonna look out for Pete because I know he gonna look out for me. And so, long story short, Pete didn't end up liking the way they fit either. So one day he hit me up like, "Yo, do you still want those SB4s?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. But how much are they running for?" He's like, "They're like four something." But he's like, "Look, the Kobe's, I'm going to resell them." And the Kobe's were reselling for like double, maybe a little more than double of what they were worth. So he was like, "Look, since you sold them to me for retail, I just want to get my money back. And any extra and whatever the profit is, we'll use that towards the fours, and you just pay the difference." So at the same time, the fours are going for like 400, give or take, somewhere around there, right? They were like 400. So we, so I ended up having to put in an extra like 200, right? So Pete, so let's see, that's the love. That's the love. That's the good look. Cause honestly, Pete didn't have to tell me that he was reselling the Kobe's. I would never really would have asked him for them, cause Pete buys shoes and don't ever wear them. So if I would have never saw him in the Kobe's, I would have been like, okay, whatever. He's just not wearing them. He's a pair he needs to have. All right, cause it was the Kobe sixes, the GG ones. Yeah, but see, like, he could have just kept all that money, but that's not Pete. Pete's a real good guy. Pete be looking out for me because Pete knows. Pete used to buy me Subway when I was broke and I ain't have no money for food. We and the homies would be out at the gym late night. Right, we'll be out at the gym late night. When we were young, our schedules weren't consistent. They were all over the place, right? It's just like, oh, you work on this day from this time to this time, and this day is a whole different time. There's nothing consistent. So we would be at the gym late night. Then after, they'd be like, oh, let's go to Subway, get a Subway sandwich or some soup or something. I'd be like, nah, I'm cool. I got food at home. And then they'd be like, people like, I got you. I'm like, nah, it's cool. He's like, man, come, I got you. So I was like, all right, fuck it. So Pete, that's why Look, I'm gonna talk shit about Pete every day of the fucking week. All right, but I will go to war for Pete because he has my back and I got his. We've been down since 8th grade, ever since I got his basketball taken away in between periods because I was dribbling it, working on my handles in the hallways when we wasn't supposed to be, and the music teacher took the ball. And ever since then, we've been cool. All right, but yeah, so I'm impacted. The black cement Jordan 3. All right, black cement. I'm upset that I didn't get 2 pairs of this. All right, I got 2 pairs of the white cement 3's that came out recently. I didn't get 2 pairs of these, and I kind of regret that. So if anybody wants to trade a pair of white cement 3's dead stock for a pair of dead stock black cement 3's, let me know. Let me know. Size 9, maybe 8.5, because it's a white shoe, so I could probably do 8.5. Yeah, and now my shoe game is fine, right? My shoe game is fine, but I feel like I need more variety, or I need to organize my shit more so I can see. Cause sometimes I forget what I have, and cause I got shit under my bed, and I got shit up there, and I got shit, and I be forgetting what I have sometimes. And I don't have a lot of shoes. Please believe me, I don't have a lot of shoes compared to the regular person. Yes, I have a lot of shoes. Yes, the everyday person, I have a lot of shoes. But compared to the people I know, I don't have a lot of shoes. I don't. I don't have a lot of shoes compared to the people I know that actually do this shit. But speaking of people that actually do this shit, all right, I always think, like, is there a difference between? Okay, so sneakerhead, hype beast, sneakerhead, hype beast, right? I think in my mind, if I had the money to buy everything I like, I would be considered a sneakerhead because I like shit that's not just the hype shit, right? I know people who only buy hype shit but say they're sneakerheads. But no, they're hype beasts. They only buy shit that's hype. Like me, I'm gonna buy some motherfucking Sambas. I'm gonna buy Gazelles. I'm gonna buy Vans, right? I'm gonna buy some Chucks. I'm gonna buy SBs. I'm gonna buy Jordans. I'm gonna buy whatever I like. I like a lot of shit. It's not just the hype shit. Cause I know people who only buy hype shit because don't get me wrong, getting the hype shit and being exclusive like that is dope. But I don't consider you a sneakerhead because you're just literally buying shit that is hyped. You're not. Where's your flavor? Where's your style when it comes to this shit? Right? How do you put the shit together? What do you like? You only like what the people are saying is cool? Or do you really have your own sense of style and your own flair and you're like, you know what? These is dope and I could pull these off. That's the difference between a sneakerhead and a hype beast. That's the difference. Sneakerhead, you like all types of shoes, whether it's hyped or not. Hype beast, you only fuck with what is hyped. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of the hype shit. And I can't afford a lot of the hype shit, so maybe that's why I'm saying, hey, blah blah blah. But no, I honestly believe if I had unlimited dollars and access to the hype shit, I would still buy regular ass shit too. All right, and at this point, this ain't even a hype shoe because this wasn't even that hard to get. This one, and you know what? This is why I got to talk shit about Pete too, because Pete knew I wanted 2 pairs of these. And he was like, nah, don't get 2 pairs. Don't get 2 pairs. You don't need 2 pairs. And then I be listening to Pete too much because I was like, you know what? You probably right. I don't. And I fucking regret it. I wish I had another fucking pair. Fuck you, Pete. But I love you. All right. Now I'm back with the quick hit. All right. I got one quick hit. Stranger Things. All right. All right. So I'm up to I'm caught up, right? I'm fully caught up. All right, and I'm a fan right now. I'm a fan. I'm upset with Dustin because he's going through it right now. All right, Dustin is going through it. All right, and I hate the fact that he's going through it because you miss him being the joy, the light, right? In all the drama, right? He's gonna find the joy and shit, and he that's not him right now. I'm all caught up. I'm not gonna spoil shit for y'all, right? It's funny because my nephew put on TikTok some shit, right? I have the This Ain't Radio TikTok, and I follow my nephew, so you know, I'm trying to keep tabs on the little homie, make sure he's straight. So I click his little story, and he posts, you know, blah 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 blah. That's a W, and then I comment, I'm like, damn, you just gonna spoil it? And then he comments back, yeah, my friend was mad because he hadn't seen it yet, and I'm like, yeah, bro, you gotta give him 2 weeks minimum, 2 weeks at least. But yeah, so but my real quick hit is I slipped up. I slipped up. So was it Sunday or Monday? Sunday or Monday, I saw like, oh, they're showing the season finale in theaters. They're going on sale Tuesday, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get tickets. I'm gonna get tickets. All right. So Tuesday comes. I forget until about 9:30, 10 in the morning. I'm like, oh fuck. So I get on the AMC app. Everything's sold out. I'm going to all my favorite theaters that whatever's close by. Check Regal, and then cause like my AMC membership stuff, it don't include that. Right, I have to pay top dollar for this shit, anyways. So damn. I'm like front row, 2 rows, blah blah blah. I'm like fuck. So I'm like shit. So I'm looking, and then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I just buy 2 tickets, front row center. Front. I don't mind being front row. See, usually I'm an edge guy. But since I'm front row, there's gonna be no one in front of me. I don't mind being center because I'm still, no one's gonna walk by me. No one's gonna be in my way. I can still maneuver how I need to maneuver. Front row center. I think front row center is the best for front row shit. So I bought 2 tickets. 2 tickets. 5 o'clock New Year's Eve. I don't even know what I'm doing New Year's Eve. I've been doing the same shit for like 3 or 4 years already, but I haven't got the invite yet. I haven't got hit up. I don't even know if it's going on. I haven't been told anything about it, so I don't know. But it don't matter. 5 o'clock, me and someone. I don't know who it's gonna be. My girl or it'll be my nephew. One of them. One of them is gonna go with me. Sit front row center to watch the season finale, the series finale of Stranger Things on the big screen. On the big screen. All right. And I don't know who I'm gonna take. I don't know who I'm gonna take. Look, the way I see it, if if we if I go out New Year's Eve, my girl most likely won't be able to go because she gonna have to get ready, and she takes forever, never ready on time. So she won't be able to go. So I'll take my nephew. But if I don't go out, then it's a toss up, right? Because I don't like it gets a toss up. But also, I'm not gonna be late to that shit. I'm not gonna be late to that. So it's whoever's gonna be ready when I need them to be ready, or not. Because this isn't like a regular movie, so there's not gonna be trailers. And then they get straight to the John. It's straight to the joint. All right. It's starting the same time it releases on Netflix, and I'm not missing it. All right. The season, I gotta see how it ends because look, I finished the 4 episodes. I already did a rewatch of the 4 episodes, and I'll probably do one more rewatch before the shit comes out. And it's just a lot going into it, right? It's like A Wrinkle in Time, The Wiz. It's just a bunch of shit that like, and then the play, right? The Stranger Things play where it tells Vecna's story that ties into it, and I'm sure they're gonna explain it more in volume 2. But it's like, yo, I gotta make sure I'm ready. I love this, and I spent the last 2 weeks catching up from season 1 to 4. All right, but yeah, look. But anyway, all that to say, New Year's Eve is gonna be fun, whether I go out or not, because I'm going to go watch the season finale of Stranger Things in theaters with the people who care. And I fucked up because I didn't remember on time, and I fucking didn't get good seats. That's my quick. That's my big. I didn't get good seats because I fucking forgot. I forgot. But I'm in there like swimwear and booty hair. I'm in there, and someone's coming with me. I got 2 tickets. All right, I got to experience it with someone, not just the good people, but someone. All right. So yeah, look. That's episode 278. The last episode of the year of This Ain't Radio podcast. All right. Happy holidays. All right. Whatever holiday you celebrate, or if you don't, whatever. Happy Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Merry Christmas. All right. I'll see y'all at the top of next year. Okay. So until the next episode. Peace.